Hi, I'm Jack Pelton, Chairman of EAA. You know, at AirVenture every year, there's just an amazing amount of innovation that's displayed here on the grounds. It comes from innovators, it comes from our partners, it comes from people who are just passionate about trying to make a difference with technology. This video series is going to be a clip of what you're going to see at AirVenture on our flight line. We really hope you will enjoy it because it's going to show you all of the interesting and fascinating stuff that happens in somebody's garage and is showcased at AirVenture.
The Aero-News Network is proud to produce the latest in a 20-year series of award-winning aviation programs. The very series you're watching, though, is carefully targeted to celebrating all that is new, creative, innovative, and disruptive in aviation, kind of like ANN itself. Some 20 years ago, the Aero-News Network was created out of a need to do more than kill new trees with old news, and disrupted the decaying print publishing game of bringing dated news to the newsstands and mailboxes of old. For the first 24/7 real-time aviation news and information service for the aviation and aerospace world, the last 2 decades have been productive. Well over 250,000 stories, 20 years of daily newsletters, 7,000 podcasts, 25,000 tweets, 3,000 Aero-TV programs, 700 episodes of Airborne, and the building of a media consortium that includes over 100 critical organizations and members of the aviation community. It's a record that may never be exceeded, at least by anyone else, but instead of looking back, we look forward aggressively to the future and our place in helping to grow the Aeroverse. ANN has committed itself to a dizzying array of projects and missions for the coming years. The production of a professional long-form documentary about the controversial FAA versus Bob Hoover case at Bob's direct request, as well as several other documentary topics, numerous upcoming innovation preview programs, a commitment to aggressively expanding the Airborne Daily News programming roster, at least 2 reality-style feature programs are under development, syndication agreements with distribution organizations outside the usual aviation spectrum are underway, and initial planning is now in the works for an aggressive aviation innovation conference where the most innovative and disruptive minds in the Aeroverse can gather together and seek real solutions to today's problems, in order to guarantee a far more positive and accessible future to every flyer, new and old, that wants to make sure that they have access to every freedom aviation has always represented. So that's us, ANN, Aero-News, or at least a little bit of the future we're willing to talk about so far. We are the Aero-News Network. We are Airborne. We're Aero-TV. We're 10 Staffel Films, and shortly we'll be the Aviation Innovation Conference. All these working passionately to build a better future for flyers all over the Aeroverse, one aviator at a time.
We're unveiling the Sunflyer solar electric flight training aircraft, and as you can see behind me here, it's a beautiful aircraft, very, very sleek, but fundamental in the disruptive technology that's being applied here is it's all electric. Electric propulsion allows the airplane to be aerodynamically much more efficient, lightweight composite structure, of course, but the key with electric propulsion is that we're getting our costs down to about $1 per flight hour of energy used. That literally is going to pioneer a new generation of aircraft. Conventional avgas aircraft, the legacy fleet, average maybe 45 years old, 40 years old or so. The cost of aviation gasoline per flight hour is prohibitive. You know, $35 to $50 of aviation gasoline makes flying an expensive proposition. So by adding the efficiency, lowering the cost, we think we're going to revitalize interest in the aviation industry that we all love so much. This is our first prototype. We have 3 aircraft over time that we're going to be doing. This aircraft will be our initial flight test, start the program off this summer. We should be flying mid to late summer or so with this aircraft, depending on how flight test progresses. Some variables there clearly, but over the next 2 to 3 years, we'll go through the FAA certification process and begin production in about 2 to 3 years. We think we're going to have a production entry and orientation towards flight training to begin with. This aircraft really is designed to be a flight trainer, and in terms of production and the production numbers, our partners in the flight training industry will kind of be the point of entry for the aviation industry use of this technology. We fly for about 3 hours initially. So a flight training sortie with a roughly 1.2 to 1.5 hour training requirement is ideal. As the next generation of battery technology and we add additional batteries to the airplane, then we'll begin to see a little bit more of a transition to private pilots, which will be able to enjoy a 4 or 5 hour flight. Certainly in the next 5 to 10 years, we'll be much more familiar with electric aviation. 10 to 20 years, I think, the legacy fleet of internal combustion engines will begin to noticeably diminish as electric aviation replaces them. Just like automobiles, we'll begin to see more and more of them over the next 5, 10, and 20 years.
The new Sonex and YX B model aircraft designs will make their EAA AirVenture Oshkosh debut in 2016. Red 1, the prototype YX B model, will be on display in the Sonex Aircraft Exhibit Space, booth number 622 in the North Aircraft Display Area, and the prototype Sonex B model will be in the Sonex R&D shop, available for viewing during Sonex factory tours. Both aircraft will be available for viewing during our open house event on Sunday, July 24th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Sonex factory, and Sonex factory tours are held daily at 9 a.m. Dynon Avionics will once again have their B model instrument package on display in the Sonex aircraft booth. A dual-screen Dynon Skyview quick panel with advanced flight systems control module integration. The YXB on display in the Sonex booth features an MGL Avionics iEFIS Explorer dual-screen avionics suite, continuing the long-standing relationship held by Sonex Aircraft and MGL. The Aeroconversion's Aero-V and Aero-V Turbo engines will be on display in the Sonex booth, and Sonex and YXB models are available with 4 engine mount options: Aero-V and Aero-V Turbo, Jabiru or Camet 3300, UL350 series, and Rotax 912 series engines. AirVenture attendees interested in learning more about the B models can attend 2 forums during the week: Monday, July 25th at 1 p.m. in Forum Building 9, and on Thursday, July 28th at 1 p.m. in the Home Builders Hangar with the YXB on display. B model kits are now shipping, and orders are being accepted at the show. What is the B model? It's what you've been asking for. More of everything you want in a sport aircraft. More room and comfort, more panel space, more fuel, more engine choices, and more standard features combined with reduced build time and the same great Sonex and YX flight characteristics. Sonex Aircraft LLC is excited to announce a new sales strategy for the Subsonics personal jet with a drastically reduced airframe price to put this unparalleled aircraft into the hands of more pilots. The Subsonics package is now available in separate purchases of airframe, PBS TJ100 engine, optional BRS package, and other optional accessories. The Subsonics airframe is available as an EAB compliant quick build kit package for the amazing price of $42,000. The very complete airframe kit only needs engine, avionics, upholstery, and finishing materials of the builder's choice in order to fly. The Subsonics can be seen in the Sonics exhibit booth number 622 in the North Aircraft Display Area and in the air over AirVenture as 2015 Bill Barber Award winner Bob Carlton returns to Oshkosh with his impressive Subsonics Aerobatic Airshow act, along with his legendary Fire and Lights Night Air Show Subsonics Pyro demonstration. Those interested in the Subsonics can attend an informational forum and see the aircraft on Monday, July 25th at 10 a.m. in the Home Builders Hangar. Sonics Aircraft is excited to announce that all hardware is now included in our aircraft kit prices. Smart Kit's hardware packages from WB Parts now drop ship to customers when they buy a kit from Sonics. Smart Kits are packaged in well-organized boxes with QR codes for easy reordering of each item. To learn more about all of these developments, come to the Sonics booth or visit sonicsaircraft.com.
The Aeropilot Legend is built in the city of Čáslav in the Czech Republic. As the exclusive distributor in the United States, we are bringing the Legend from Čáslav for its debut at Oshkosh. The Aeropilot team began production of the Legend in 2012 and has received Czech, French, German, and Australian certification. Legends are flying in Portugal and Mauritius as well. The Legend meets ASTM standards, and the US version will conform as a US light sport aircraft. Built of carbon fiber and Kevlar construction, the Aeropilot Legend is strong yet light. Wide doors and the use of control yokes means ease of entry into the spacious cabin for pilot and passenger. All US Legends are fitted with a Rotax 912 ULS engine making 100 horsepower. Carbon fiber floor panels finish the footwell in your choice of color. The seats are adjustable for fore, aft, brake, and height adjustments, and the finished roofliner is shown with available sun visors. Other options for the Legend include pontoons with your choice of 3 or 4 wheels, making your Legend an amphibious aircraft. The Legend can be ordered in your choice of colors and stripe configurations, avionics including the excellent Canardi Ethos glass panel, a selection of seat colors, and seating surface materials such as cloth, leather, or Alcantara as shown here, even heated seats if desired. The Legend's wide doors and available flip-forward seating make loading baggage into the luggage area a breeze. The convenient center console with ample storage is a standard item. Available ballistic recovery parachute system is available for your Legend, and it's conveniently located in the aft cargo area. All toggle switches in the cockpit are LED illuminated. The optional Digi-Engine monitoring display keeps the dash panel uncluttered. And the optional Canardia Ethos provides flight instrumentation and moving map display at the push of a button. Great flight performance makes the Legend a pleasure to fly. Its large windows allow for expansive views outside the aircraft, and the available 34-gallon wing tanks allows for long endurance flight. Where will your Legend take you? We've not forgotten about where light sport aviation began. The Aeropilot Legend is very affordable. Why buy a used light sport aircraft when you can buy the Legend brand new? Prices start at $80,000 US, and a very nicely optioned Legend is around $110,000 US. We'll be at Oshkosh AirVenture 2016 with the Aeropilot Legend. We're located in booth 91. Come by to see the Legend for yourself and to sign up for a demo flight. We'll be glad to see you.
Hello, this is Matt Lignitsky of the Airplane Factory in California, and we're here to present the Sling 4 Turbo and also the Sling 4 2-week Turbo Quick Build. We've identified that many pilots would like to own a 4-place airplane, and many pilots would like to build one, but some are unsure about their capabilities and the time that they have available to build it. What we're providing now is the ability to have a known time commitment by the builder and a known outcome. The 2-week quick build program with the Sling 4 is a collaboration with Synergy Air in Oregon, and it would involve the builder spending several weeks in Oregon at Synergy Air and building 51% of the airplane. It's not a build assist where it is done for you. It is a program where you are provided all the education, all the tools, and all the support you need to do it yourself with assistance. After that allotted time, you would have built the FAA requirement of 51% of the airplane. You will then be able to leave, and the airplane would then be taken to paint, and you would come back sometime later to pick up your brand new 4-place turbocharged airplane. They'll also have the option of buying a quick build kit and building it themselves, which greatly reduces build time of the standard Sling 4 kit. The Sling 4 Turbo is an airplane that was designed by Mike Blythe as an adaptation to the Sling 2. It's a stretched version, it's longer and it has a wider wingspan. The real secret to the performance of this airplane is the turbocharged Rotax 914 engine coupled with a constant speed prop. The advantage that this brings to the airplane is obvious to anyone who understands turbocharging and a constant speed prop. This airplane will far outperform a Rotax 912 100 horsepower engine. Will easily indicate 120, 125 knots at 9,500 feet, which will give you a true airspeed of at least 145, 150 knots. So it's an airplane that you can literally load 4 people into with a 1,000-pound useful load, and you can fly at a very respectable speed, burning about 5 gallons an hour. So many people want a 4-seat airplane, but think that the expense and complexity of owning a big engine 4-place airplane is out of their reach. With this efficiency and with this clean airframe, you can have a 4-seat airplane at a very low cost and a very low operating cost. We are aiming at a price of under $190,000 complete with the whole program. You can find more information by signing up to our newsletter at airplanefactory.com and also the website of Synergy Air, synergyair.com.
Hello, my name is Chip Irwin with Aero Marine based in Lakeland, Florida. And my innovation is a single-seat personal sport aircraft. Well, maybe that's not just an innovation because Mooney introduced the Mooney Mite in 1947 as a single-seat sport aircraft designed to appeal to the World War II fighter pilots coming home. And maybe Mooney was just a few decades ahead of their time, or maybe because it was priced nearly double what the 2-seat aircraft at the time were selling for. It didn't make it such a big market success. They did sell 247 aircraft, which would be a big success in today's market with only 250 LSAs sold in the whole USA industry. So does it make more sense now? Well, if you look at the 2-seaters now, they cost 8 times more money in today's dollars, at around $150,000, where the Merlin PSA is basically the same price in today's dollars as the Mooney Mite was in 1955, which would make it a $3,800 back then is $34,000 now, which is pretty much what a finished Merlin would cost. Well, so does a single-seater make sense? Well, in fact, most people are flying alone, and if you have to spend $150,000, that's an extra $100,000 for a place that most people put their phone. That's an expensive phone holder. Most people are flying recreationally, especially when they're flying tandem, retro, Piper Cub style aircraft. And to get them to be sporty, you end up putting a 150 or 180 horsepower engine in it, which really makes it a single seater and really moves the price way up. So what's so special about the Merlin then? Well, it's $34,000 finished including the build program. And it's not what you think when you think single seater. It's not an ultralight. It's not a really cramped small cockpit that you can maybe put your baggage, meaning a bag for your lunch. But it's a full-size aircraft with a cockpit wider than the King Air cockpit, and 100 mile an hour or more cruise and 3 or 4 second takeoff roll. Plenty of baggage, plenty of endurance, plenty of speed, single seat, stick right in the center. The pilot's in the center too, which means you're right in the center of the axis of the roll and the yaw and the pitch, which means it doesn't feel the turbulence so much. Plus, the wing loading is 10% higher, and the power to weight ratio is 10% greater than your average LSA. So that makes it a real sporty aircraft. So that is my innovation. Not only that, it's a modern design. 3D CAD work makes it pure, really match hole technology. Skins go together really quickly, simple assembly, and it's something that you can get this year. We're delivering, we're shipping, we have airplanes available, and it's bringing the sport back into sport aircraft. So check out the Merlin, aeromarine-lsa.com, or see you at Oshkosh.
Waco Classic Aircraft now offers the Great Lakes 2T1A2. Inspired by the classic YMF 5D, it's smaller but with 180 horsepower, simpler avionics, and fully aerobatic. Waco lets you fly simply for the fun of it. www.wacoaircraft.com.
Are you stall smart? Ever since Orville and Wilbur took to the skies, pilots have been taught that the more airspeed you have, the better off you are. But over the last 100 plus years, we've learned that's not always the case. Take stalls, for example. The common belief is that if you have sufficient airspeed, the aircraft won't stall. The fact is, an airfoil always stalls at the same critical angle of attack in relation to the relative airflow, regardless of airspeed, configuration, or weight. Learn more at aspenavionics.com.
Trigg's TT22 transponder is the ideal ADS-B out solution where panel space is tight. It's lightweight, highly compact, and 2020 compliant. It comes with a free FAA ADS-B STC that covers 576 aircraft types. You can even use your existing GNS or GTN navigator. Save money and space by contacting your approved Trigg dealer now. www.trig-avionics.com.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
I haven't seen quality like this since I was in Switzerland at the Pilatus factory, and I think you guys should all be commended for, holding up the standard of quality you have here.
Aircorps Library, providing resources to preserve and keep World War II and legacy aircraft safely flying through the 21st century. At an astonishing $25 or $50 annually, Aircorps Library provides the world's first digital platform for World War II and legacy aircraft resources at a cost-effective rate. How quickly can you access drawings on Aircorps Library? I'm going to select the aircraft. I'm going to use the Google type search bar here to cue in the drawing that I'm looking for. I'm going to select that drawing, and just like that I've got the drawing open. At a high resolution, I can move between multiple drawings quickly and easily, even between different sets of film. And I can also go back to drawings that I previously viewed, just with the click of a mouse. In addition to the 500,000 microfilm drawings, we've also got an extensive collection of manuals that'll grow over time. Here under the B25, we've got everything from an extrusion catalog to a pilot's manual. I'm going to open up the pilot's handbook. These manuals are viewable from a phone, an iPad, or your desktop computer. By just clicking the next arrow, you can page through the manual. And you've got full zoom capabilities, so that it's as if you had the manual right in your hands. Aircorps Library will reach its full potential only if we can build a community of shared resources and experience for the benefit of all members. If you have or own manuals you think should be hosted, or film or resources you wish to share and contribute, please do. This resource has only begun to harness its potential, but with the support of many and the long-term commitment of Aircorps Aviation, we can all benefit.
Swift Fuels, global leaders in unleaded aviation gasoline. Swift Fuels. The transition to unleaded avgas has begun.
Hello RVers! If you have a side-by-side RV with a sliding canopy, you already know the pain that it can be to access the baggage compartment in these airplanes. Bulky items are difficult to maneuver over the seat backs and under the canopy bow, and some items are simply impossible to get into the baggage area without dumping them over or taking them apart. That's why we created Super Tracks, available exclusively from Flyboy Accessories. Super Tracks is a canopy track extension system that allows the canopy to clear the locking block and travel back an additional 9 inches or more, giving you full, straight-down access to the baggage compartment. Whether it's a folding bicycle, a cooler, or your wife's makeup bag, Super Tracks will open up new possibilities to what you can fit into your RV 6, 7, 9, and 14. With Super Tracks, you won't have to hire a yoga instructor every time you want to load and unload your plane. Installing this modification is straightforward and can be completed in an afternoon. Once installed, all you have to do is slide your canopy back, give it a small lift, and slide it the rest of the way back. Super Tracks is a brand new product this year. If you're at the show, come by and see Super Tracks in action at booth 4035B in Building Delta. Retail price on this item is $349, but we have an Oshkosh show special of $299, available this week only. Super Tracks by Flyboy Accessories. Also at the Flyboy Accessories booth, Team Rocket and Fraser Aviation are now working together to bring parts and kits for the F1 Rocket back to the market. The F1 Rocket has long been known as the most awesome, affordable, high-performance kit-built plane on the planet. This aircraft's combination of record-setting performance, sleek good looks, and remarkable flight characteristics made it a popular kit for years, but parts and kits have been hard to come by recently. Making its first appearance at Oshkosh this year, Fraser Aviation is picking up the Team Rocket banner and re-establishing support for rocket builders and pilots, with full support from the original Team Rocket team. Currently, we have all firewall forward parts and complete sliding canopy kits available. Fuselage parts and kits are coming soon. If you're interested in learning more about the F1 rocket and the upcoming related project, the F4 Raider, stop by our booth in Building D, booth 4035C.
Lam Aviation is introducing a new wing flight control system that provides general aviation with a low-cost, low-risk pathway to fly-by-wire. The Lam Aero system brings a novel approach to wing flight control geometry. It uncouples traditional aileron and flap sizing and is driven by a hybrid electromechanical system that works with GA aircraft. This allows aileron and flap surfaces to work independently or together, improving low-speed performance and flight handling characteristics. Plus, its high lift capability reduces wing area, thereby making aircraft fly faster. The Lam Aero system can also provide many other functions, such as speed brakes, drag rudders, and easy modes. The result is improved aircraft performance, better handling, and vastly safer stall spin behavior. Lam has partnered with the FAA on an angle of attack research project to address the problem of stall spin and is now ready to make its system-based approach to safety commercially available to GA pilots. At EAA AirVenture 2016, Lam will be offering the Lam Aero system on a modified Columbia, the Columbia Volant. It's the first aircraft to integrate anti-spin and high-lift technology in one package, resulting in one of the safest and fastest four-place piston-powered aircraft ever made. Plus, it's much more fun to fly. For more information, visit www.lamaviation.com and see us at Oshkosh 2016 at booth number 646.
Hi, I'm Mark with Radio Row Corporation, and we're excited to be going to Oshkosh and opening up our booth to demonstrate Cyclone, data acquisition system based on spacecraft technology that's bringing the new cutting-edge version of flight test instrumentation. Come ride our simulator that has Cyclone built in and experience how our system will allow your training programs and your flight test programs to get more data and a better value.
We will also be discussing our RFID technologies, which are used in inventory and tool tracking. Great for your hangar. So swing by booth IC8, visit Radio Bro, see the technologies we make, fly this flight simulator, and let's discuss how our technologies can work for you.
Throughout our life, we have all had that one idea, that one aha moment that will be the beginning to our future. What inspired us to create the Robo 3D printer was that it gave people the opportunity to take their ideas and bring them to life. We are a San Diego-based company, and we are a team of dedicated inventors and entrepreneurs whose main goal is to empower the creators at heart. Being makers ourselves, we care about the customer and truly want to bring the greatest experience possible. That's why we built it open sourced, offered content that our consumers can print, and a whole range of materials that they can use. We designed this with the intention to put a Robo 3D printer in everyone's home. You can make anything from household items to prototypes of new products to items that can just help you improve the way you do things. What we're seeing every day from all these consumers all over the world and what they're creating is inspirational. We just had a gentleman, a father that adopted 4 children, and one of his children happens to be blind. So he's able to use our 3D printer to print things in the real world to teach her about the world. Firsthand, we're able to see that using a technology like this could drastically improve the way we do things. It made it easier to create products, it made it easier to solve problems, and that was powerful to us. I found that in today's world, the greatest thing we can do is create a technology that can be used by everyone. With Robo 3D, the opportunity is here to take your next big idea into the world.
So I've been working on a rotary engine design and had a missing element, and spark of innovation caught me while watching the movie Cars with my son. I remember being inspired by the revving of the engines and the rock and roll music at the beginning of the show. And it struck me I could apply cam rollers to the outside of an engine piston, allowing it to be more efficient. Our small, lightweight, portable power solutions are enabled by our patented 10 horsepower engine that's the size of a 2-liter bottle of soda.
Traveled all over the country looking for investments. Mark's business stood out head and shoulders above all of them. The possibilities are endless for this technology. From the Silicon Valley perspective, which is where I am, it's clear that having better solutions for power generation is key to driving all sorts of other businesses.